It is an honor to be here at the Campaign Against Hunger with so many friends and partners. Can we have a round of applause for Dr. Melanie Samuels for welcoming us here and for your lifetime of service to the people of New York. For nearly 30 years, you have led the fight against hunger here in our city, growing this operation from a small emergency food program to a leading food distributor that serves hundreds of thousands of New Yorkers each year and provides programming on how to live a healthier life. I also want to acknowledge leaders here from our administration, our Deputy Mayor for Economic Justice, Julie Su, and our incredible interim President and CEO, Jeannie Pak of the Economic Development Corporation. And I would be remiss if I didn't also acknowledge a future assembly member here in the crowd, Christian Celeste Tate. And we are here today speaking of leaders in government, outside of government, and we also know that alongside us today are so many leaders, whether they have been in civil service or also we have organized labor who is here with us, RWDSU, Unite Here Local 100. And we come together, and I ask that we begin by reflecting on the number 30. Its history, its significance, and its future here in New York City. A token to ride the subway cost 30 cents in 1970, which was a 50% increase from the previous year that sparked outcry, protests, and led to 12 arrests. The digits 30 have been donned by some of our most beloved athletes, from the Liberties' Breonna Stewart, to the Yankees' Willie Randolph, to the Rangers' Henrik Lundqvist. And researchers estimate that at least 30% of grocery stores across the 5 boroughs are currently playing the song Drops of Jupiter at this very moment. However, we know that for many New Yorkers, 30% at the grocery store means something very different. Since 2019, food prices have soared at grocery stores around the country by roughly 30%, in fact. Talk to shoppers around the city, and you'll often hear the same frustration. Wages have not kept up. Making matters even worse, some corporations have built out technology that allows for something called surveillance pricing, collecting personal data to charge some people more than others for the same carton of eggs, for the same gallon of milk. All of this leaves too many New Yorkers feeling like groceries are out of reach. And that is frankly unacceptable, which is why city government is stepping in to make people's lives more affordable. Today, I am proud to announce a collection of essential staples that will be predictably 30% cheaper at all 5 of our city-run grocery stores. This core set of goods will include all fresh produce, meat, and seafood, along with 20 other essential items like cheese, milk, and bread. Here's how it will work. Once a month, our 5 city-run grocery stores will set prices for this core set of goods at 30% below typical retail prices. No exceptions, no gimmicks. The savings will last for the entire month. That means no weekly fluctuations nor sticker shock at the checkout line. Not for our seniors living on fixed incomes, nor for the parents who rely on a regular supply of apple slices to keep toddler tantrums at bay. Now, can we all see this incredible example of produce in my hand? Now, you will see these plantains here, so for anyone wondering how much these beautiful plantains might cost, you can use this QR code or head to grocery.nyc to access our policy report. I'm going to demonstrate exactly what that means. Ladies and gentlemen, the QR code does work. You can see this here. There you can learn more about our city-owned grocery store program, including the 30% discount. 30% off adds up to real money for New Yorkers, with an estimated $90 saved on grocery bills each month. That is more than $1,000 saved every year. And just as important as money, those savings add up to time. For many, that 30% discount is the difference between an evening spent around the dinner table with family or working another double shift to make ends meet. Our vision of affordable, well-run, city-owned grocery stores can only be accomplished with experienced operators who know how to source products, stock the shelves, and help answer shopper questions. So today we are also issuing an RFP for private operators to help us with the day-to-day management of our 5 city-run grocery stores. If you know how to run a grocery store and you want to do more to help your fellow New Yorkers, I encourage you to head to grocery.nyc or scan the QR code to learn more about how to apply. As we make these stores a reality, we are committed to ensuring those who work here will have good contracts for good jobs, with store workers receiving family-sustaining wages and benefits. In the wealthiest city, in the wealthiest country, in the history of the world, no New Yorker should have to worry about being able to afford to feed their family. This sentiment, frankly, is not new. More than a century ago, Mayor Fiorello LaGuardia witnessed the food riots of 1917, led by immigrant mothers incensed with soaring food prices. Those mothers took to the streets to overturn push carts and eventually called for a boycott of marked up goods. Years later, when he became mayor, he spearheaded the creation of municipally owned markets to reduce the cost of groceries for those same immigrant mothers. He did so because he believed in a simple definition of the task of government: to make people's lives better. Today, we are one step closer to fulfilling that fundamental responsibility. Thank you very much.